So let's start with the components. Now the components are ethics and human interface. Ethics and human interface. Second is your attitude. Third is the aptitude. Fourth is the foundational values of civil services. So we have the foundational values of civil services, and then we have topics like probity. It would incorporate topics like corruption, citizen charter and all. Then there are few parts of governance also. You would have some governance also, the conduct rules, the code of conduct, the ethical conduct. Okay, now probity is done, governance is done, citizen charter, Sevottam, all these are under the topic of governance. Now coming to the sixth topic. Now the sixth topic is regarding the emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence and thinkers. Okay, so the sixth topic is about the emotional intelligence and the thinkers. Now the last topic would be the case study on the above six topics. So on these above six topics we would have the case study. Sometimes the GS paper 4 consists of two sections, section A and section B. Now the section B contains the case study. So the case study could be either of 130 marks, or like this year it was about 120 marks. So it would shift, either section A would be of 120 marks and B would be of 130, or 130 for A and 120 for B. Okay, so this is the general layout of the paper. Now how one should approach the paper? First of all, whatever topics that have been mentioned under the six subheading, so a detailed topics are mentioned under each of this subheading, try to write or define those topics in your own words. At least try to write about 100 words on what is integrity, what is attitude, what are the types of attitude, how we could change the attitude, or what is aptitude, what is the difference between aptitude and talent, what are the foundational values of the civil services, what is integrity, what is honesty, what is objectivity, what is compassion, what is tolerance. So try to write all these topics in your own words, be it 40 words or 100 words. Try to write those topics in your own words, so that it would act like a self-made note for you, and you could use it anytime, anywhere while writing your answer sheet. Now coming on the case study part. Now how one should deal with the case study? So for the case study, there are several examples that come in the newspaper. For example, there was a question last year that there is a laborer who has died while doing his job in a plant, and you are the manager, and it was found that the laborer was drunk while he was on his duty, and this led to his death. Now the company, as a matter of policy, do not award compensation to the laborers who are drunk while they are on their job. So would you provide the compensation to his family members or not? Now this was the question. This was a case study question. Now how should we approach such type of case study question, or how could we develop our mental attitude to solve those case study questions? For that, I would suggest, while you are reading the newspaper, there are several news like this. There could be a flyover collapse, or there could be an incident of labor dying on the plant. Try to imagine yourself as an administrator in that incident, and try to imagine that what you would have done if you were in the shoes of the president or that vice president present during that incident that has happened in the newspaper. So this will help you to develop quick thinking, and you will try to get the steps in very short amount of time while you will be solving the case studies. You don't have to mug up several case studies or have to practice several of the case studies. Just try to visualize yourself as an administrator in a particular incident that you have read in the newspaper, and what steps you would take, what are the pros and cons of those steps. So this would create an analytical and a mental frame of mind that would be suitable to deal with the case study question. So this will take care of about 130 to 120 marks in your section B. And in the section A, as we have discussed, try to write the definition or what do you mean by each of the terms mentioned under these subheadings in your own words, be it 40 words or 100 words, and also try to substantiate with your own personal life experience or an example that could justify the meaning or the sense to the examiner that, okay, integrity, I have written the definition. So what is an example of integrity? How it is different from honesty? So try to use as much as examples while solving the questions on these topics under the section A. So if you are using your own language, you are using more of examples, you are using quotations, so you would be able to score very good marks in your section A. So while doing this, your section A is been taken care of, and for the case study, as I have discussed, try to visualize yourself as an administrator while reading the newspaper and the incidents that come in the newspaper, and try to develop the steps and pros and cons of it. So while doing this,